What's the name of the podcast, Ethan?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's not comedy.
It's not going to be a podcast. It's going to be a fucking train wreck.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say.
Oh,
Oh, don't put the camera on me.
sorry, mate. We're professional now. We've got cameras. We've got to shut this door.
Studio.
So you can't hear my fish tanks. The window's not open, so that's not going to work. There we go.
Fuck's sake.
Welcome back to How to Not Comedy with Chad Membry this week.
Yeah.
Hello.
We're going to try and not fuck the recording this time.
Yeah. That fucking sucked. That was a good podcast last.
It was.
I remember you said something to me very profound, and I was like, "Oh wow, man, that's a really good perspective to take." But I've forgotten what you said, so
Yeah,
it
me?
obviously didn't sink in. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I must have been having an off day.
Any other words of wisdom for Mitchell this week?
You'll have the chockies, mate.
I was waiting for it. He was looking at me. He's like, "Oh, that belly. It's good."
It's grown.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I don't fit in my fucking suit jacket anymore.
Oh, really?
That's always fun when you go to a wedding and your jacket doesn't fit.
Oh, because the elopement that you
Yeah.
went to.
Yeah. So,
I thought that was going to be the case.
me too. But it was nice to have my, concerns, come to fruition.
Look at him try. Look at him
I'm
go.
trying.
He's trying hard.
I,
Using terms like fruition.
yeah, I had Dirty Bird on the way here too, so I'm a little sluggish now. I thought maybe I should wait until after the podcast. And I was like, no. And so I had Dirty Bird.
It's his little Sunday treat.
And Monday and Tuesday. Sometimes Wednesdays.
Oh, shit.
Tried to have Dirty Bird the other night after the fucking, what's it called? The show that we went to. And they were closed.
Oh,
The
okay.
little pud was heartbroken.
So where'd you go?
Macca's.
It's a close second.
Kind of, yeah.
It's difficult when you've had your heart set and your stomach set on something and then you don't get it. You get, I literally went on crumpet today with Vegemite,
Yeah.
got the Vegemite out of the fridge, it slipped out of my hand and cracked, smashed on the floor. I'm like, there is no God. Well, there is, and he thinks I'm a dickhead. So,
And he hates Vegemite.
and he doesn't like Vegemite. So I have Promite, which is just not the same.
Fuck Promite. Promite can go get fucked.
It's just not the
I
same.
I get emotional about Promite.
But then there was a win. I got something out of the fridge which I thought was honey. It was actually golden syrup, and it was mint. It was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, golden syrup on a crumpet.
I thought you said munt. And I was like...
Mint, like mint.
Mint, yeah.
Mint.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
It's mint, but New Zealander.
Completely mint.
That's mint, bro.
You're not from New Zealand, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I have been there, but not long enough to pick up the accent.
Do you think it's all right that you culturally appropriate their term of the use, munt?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's too late now.
Well, it's out there now.
I love New Zealand. It's a great place. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't been.
No,
Where can you go?
I went to. We were in the airport for like 5 hours flying to
okay.
America. But other than that, I have a lot of respect for New Zealand. First country in the world to give women the vote. Told the
Really?
Yanks to fuck off with their nuclear ships. Where we just went, oh, come in.
Yeah, nice.
They just went, no, F you. So,
Yeah.
they got a lot of chutzpah.
Yeah. And no fighter jets in the Air Force.
No.
Absolutely no fighter jets. They had them. Crashed one, went, nah, it's enough for us.
Yeah.
That's a bit expensive.
What we'll do is we'll just have the artillery and we'll send the Aussies in to fight and we'll just shoot the guns.
Yeah.
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 We're like those stupid kids with like a hotted up car. You just keep crashing them. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
just throw more money at it.
Yeah.
It'll
Yeah.
be fine. New Zealand's like the socially responsible one.
And they went, nah, bugger that. We
Yeah.
crashed it. We can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. If New Zealand had a car, it'd be a Yaris. I feel like.
Yeah.
Really responsible.
Maybe that's why they shut down the country at the slightest
No,
hint of danger.
it'd have to be like a Hilux or something.
They were doing so well with COVID, and now they're fucked.
Were they? Maybe
Yeah,
they weren't, and
they were.
they just weren't
There was
testing.
no cases for a long time there, and then it came in the frozen food.
It was in the frozen food.
Apparently, that's what I've heard.
Fuck, there's no saving us.
No, until they get a vaccine.
Yeah.
Are you going to take the vaccine, Chad?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not one of them.
No.
The amount of
Not a fucking idiot.
There's
No,
so
I'm not a
much,
fucking idiot.
yes, so much disdain just underneath the surface right
Yeah.
there. You just-
Now, you're very left-leaning, and I found a lot of left-leaning people are also anti-vax. So I was like, I really was like, I was on the fence. I was like, he's either going to say one or the other.
Well, it's okay. Here's the difference between someone who, may not know a lot and someone who's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Someone who may not know a lot will often listen to people who know what they're talking about.
Mm.
A fucking moron won't.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but the scientists are paid to know, and that's their job. So
I'm going with that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like you get in a taxi and go, "Fucking, I'm driving, mate. You can't do your job."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let the taxi driver drive because that's his job.
Yeah.
But some taxi drivers fuck you over, Chad.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
they'll take you the long way.
All right,
They'll
well,
take you for a ride.
You're just
Yeah.
describing the scientists that work for the fossil fuel companies. There,
As
so.
being taxi drivers that take you for a ride. That's what it's all about, man. They just
Yeah.
want to take our
There was
money, I
scientists
guess.
that told people that, and doctors,
Yeah.
that smoking didn't kill.
Yep.
So,
And getting paid by the cigarette companies.
yeah.
Assholes.
So that's
It's
the,
like
that's the fuck thing.
psychologists that work for advertising companies so they can advertise shit to kids.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
What a horrible thing to do with your
Your
career.
powers.
Because a very small sample size of scientists once did one thing that was bad, that means that everything that scientists say from now on can't be trusted forever.
Yeah.
And I will not vaccinate myself
Yeah.
based on that.
You won't
Like, what
vaccinate
the
yourself?
fuck? Yeah, I'll vaccinate myself. I'm just playing stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just putting yourself at opposition to us.
Yeah.
He's being
vote.
facetious.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay.
That's another big
Fuck
word
you
for
and your
pud.
stupid idea, you first motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm an idiot. I know that I'm an idiot, and I know that I don't know anything about vaccines, apart from what I've heard that they're good and that they stop things like polio.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if there was polio around today, I'd probably not want to have that. But there's COVID
There's a reason why polio's not around.
and vaccines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I was trying to write a bit on sort of how, like, the internet is like a monkey with a shotgun. I said a hammer, didn't I? Anyway, it's like a monkey with a shotgun. Like, it's a highly sophisticated thing for a monkey to be using, and if he uses it incorrectly, someone could get very fucked up.
Yeah.
But I haven't really figured it out yet. So there's a premise.
Yeah.
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 And that's all it is, because I was high when I wrote it, and I haven't done
That's
the work to
that's
turn it into
a
bit.
pretty good like premise to come up with when you're high.
Yeah,
I can't-
your ones are fucked.
I can't come up with anything when I'm high.
Stop
Like,
getting high then.
nah, it's fun. I started just watching like videos about how like black holes are created and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and so last night I was listening to there's a scientist called Brian Cox.
Yes.
You know him?
Not personally, but yeah.
Yeah, you know of him.
know of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's like this real soft-spoken like scientist, and he's explaining the universe, and I'm like, oh man, this is fucking amazing. So I just got uber baked, put on some Peruvian jungle trip music, and listened to Brian Cox talk for like 2 hours, and it was the greatest time of my life.
All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
and awkward silence.
Did you get any bits out of that?
No.
Oh, well, waste of time then.
Yeah, pretty
it.
much. I'm trying to write a bit about white chicks and their buttholes.
That's more. That's more like the
Yeah.
Mitch that we know.
Okay, that's going to walk a family of 3.
Yeah.
No troubles.
Did we talk about that yet? I don't think
No, we
have.
haven't.
Because we haven't done one of these in
Yeah.
like 3 weeks. Yeah, Kahaiba gig. So Kahaiba gig there was very little patrons there. The one table that was there was a mum and her 2 young teenage daughters.
One of them wasn't even old enough to be a teenager. She was a tween. She was 12.
She was 12 and the other one was, 15?
Yeah, about that.
Okay, so two young girls with their mum just trying to enjoy their dinner.
Yeah.
And did you open?
Yep.
And what did you open with?
How the fuck are you little cuties?
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic Mitch opener.
Yeah. And I was trying not to swear and then swore immediately. I was like, don't swear, don't swear. How the fuck are you? All right, I'm sorry. And then had this bit, and it was about washing cum off babies. And as I delivered it, I looked the mother in the eyes.
We had to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and she just shook her head. And I was like, well, that's going to be an interesting car ride home for you, isn't it? And then I moved on.
I don't think it was you that the old couple left.
Yeah.
They looked like they were excited about the comedy, and I think they started hearing it. Went, man, we're not excited anymore.
Yeah. This is not the
They gave it a red hot go. They hung around for like three acts.
They did. They did.
Yeah.
Then their inner prudishness just, came to the fore, and they went, no, we're out.
Yeah.
We quits.
I feel like prudes nowadays are millennials.
Millennials. Okay.
Yeah.
Mitch's
Unless-
definition of a prude is anyone who doesn't agree with a wash and come off a baby joke, though. So it's a broad audience.
Yeah, that is a broad brushstroke.
Yeah. Not just millennials. I think that spans many generations.
Yeah, it's an intergenerational joke that no one likes.
Yeah, nah.
I fucking have never hated myself more than when I walked off that stage. Like, after that
We
set.
know now how we feel about you, so.
He was like, I have to do it, though. Like,
Yeah.
He was determined. He's like, I
have
have to.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way out. There's nothing else I could do. And
I'm
then-
not going to the B list. I'm just going to go my A shit. Who the fuck are you? Come on, babies. Weird? Nothing?
And this is why you don't take joke advice from Adam Ronan.
Oh, yeah.
He set you up big time.
I feel like it's still a good joke.
It's good in the fact that you get to watch the crowd's reaction to it.
Yeah.
As a comic up the back. That's the only thing good about it.
Yeah.
You just get to watch. It's just like the
Slide
faces of people.
Oh, man. There's a wave.
Faces.
Yeah.
There's a wave you see in a crowd when you're saying an especially fucked up joke where everyone just goes, oh. And it's like this collective cringe that just like goes over the whole building. And you're like, yes, I'm doing it.
Fulfilling my dream.
Yeah. This is what dreams are made of
I
right
want to
here.
revile a large group of people at once.
Oh, man.
It's like shitting in the
unlocked.
sandbox.
Yeah.
Unlocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that set did not go well, to say the least. But Ben tried out his new bit that he's been working on, and it fucking demolished.
Yeah, apparently crushed pretty hard.
Yeah. Dude. I was in tears the first time I heard that joke. Like, I've heard it 3 times now, and every time I still laugh. It's a fucking really, really good joke. I'm like, God damn it, that cunt's been doing it less than 20 times.
Yeah.
Fuck, it upsets me sometimes.
I've been reading Maynard Keenan's like autobiography.
Yeah.
Is autobiography when you wrote it yourself? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
an
just his biography.
biography if you're a robot.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Okay.
I'll keep my eye out for any robots.
I'm sure there was a joke there somewhere.
There was. It's code. Someone got it. Right now they're pissing themselves. Like, fucking hell. Oh, you said autobiography. Holy shit. I can't believe it. Someone gets me.
This is the problem, Chad. All your jokes just go over our heads because we're too dumb.
Yeah,
I'm
that is
sorry.
the problem.
Sorry. No, they're just bad jokes.
That too. That doesn't help either.
They're ill-conceived. Poorly performed.
Ill-conceived, like us.
Anyway. So,
Read-
autobiography.
Reading his biography, and when Tool started, the band Tool, they took off like immediately.
Yeah, they got real fucking high.
Well, probably. They probably got high as well.
No, they were always high. That's all they did. Heroin.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I was trying to make a joke, but it wasn't funny either.
No, that was terrible.
Just getting the cornflakes out and just squeezing a syringe
Yeah.
on it.
Oh, heroin flakes.
Nummy.
We are doing
Very nummy.
doing the title of the podcast. Great
Heroin.
service. This is how to not comedy.
Oh, yeah,
To a
it
T.
really is. Hey, my excuse is I had Dirty Bird on the way here.
My point was
Yep.
that they took off almost immediately, and they were very good at what they did, and
Yeah.
they got picked up very quickly. And I feel like maybe that's what happens, or maybe you should not continue to do the thing that you're sucking at.
Are you trying to tell me to quit comedy?
Yeah, I'm telling us all right now
Oh.
we need to quit, but I can't because I'm addicted. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
one of
typical
those
thing,
things.
isn't it, to go, am I just kidding myself?
Yeah.
And maybe I should open a shop. I don't know.
Open a shop.
Yeah.
What-
Open a corner
what-
store.
What is this shop? What are you going to sell?
Like a
Just-
hobby shop.
Just knickknacks.
Sell crack.
Oh, like Warhammer.
No, this isn't a middle-aged woman buying herself a business.
Okay.
Yeah, just hobby.
Hobby
outfits,
shop.
that sort of thing. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I could see you behind this, like, a store, like working in a store, like a hobby store.
Yeah, I love
And,
that.
and
I love hobby stuff.
Yeah. And I feel like you'd get angry at anyone who walked in
Yeah,
because they'd ask, yeah. They'd be in your
interrupting
space.
me when I was doing it. Like, no, fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
my
like,
thing. This is my personal space.
yeah.
I've bought all this stock literally so I could just look at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Don't
that's
buy it.
that's why. Yeah, you're going to buy it just so you can have a shitload of figurines and an excuse to have a shitload
Yeah,
of
pretty
figurines.
much.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome. I don't think you're fat enough though, or you have a long enough neck beard.
True.
Yeah.
That is
So
true.
those are the two things.
I'd have to be
I would work
I'd
on.
have to be the face of the business, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah, well,
Like you
watch it.
buy the business, you wait, you're at the back,
Yep.
and I'm the pretty person at the front.
I just tell you
the
what to
pretty-
say.
I'm the
Throw in
face
the
of this
seats.
business. All right.
All right.
Would you buy like nerdy figurines from Hot Chick? No. You want it from the like biggest fedora wearing neckbeard you can find, because you know it's going to be the real shit.
No, I think because you want to get more women into the hobby. So I think a more female friendly or woman friendly space would be.
The
Beneficial.
neckbeard will call them milady when they come in. What more could they ask for?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what they want.
You can have a female neck beard. They exist.
Oh yeah, but
They're just
Come
like
on.
your run of the mill standard Tumblr girl with like dyed hair.
yeah, but they can actually get laid. They haven't got the kind of desperation that a real neckbeard has.
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like
Okay.
there's a certain smell they get.
I think you'll find that some females have just as much trouble getting laid as
Yeah, I think so.
males.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's
Maybe.
why they hate males so much, because they're not getting any sex from the opposite sex, the same as neckbeards.
But that's not
hate
because they
females, but
couldn't get it. It's because they don't know.
No, it's because they get it from people who are scumbags,
Yeah,
who are willing to fuck girls and then
not love them.
mess with their feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or call them milady.
Milady.
Yeah.
Very much.
Where did
I
that
can
come
see how
from?
that happens.
Where did that come from? Who was the first dungeon crawler that came up with the term milady?
Milady's been around.
No,
since
no,
the Middle
modern,
Ages.
modern, like in modern day, start saying that,
Well, it probably came from
and not saying it as a joke.
because a lot of neckbeards use like medieval terms.
Yeah, because everything makes it look cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
they.
doesn't.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't. Maybe it's from Dungeons and Dragons because they're always in character.
I guess. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's what happened. He spent a fucking 3-day bender in the bottom of the dungeon playing D&D with his friends, which sounds like a great time for me.
That's a lot of
Gonna
fun.
be honest. Yeah, it does. It
I
does
love
seem
playing
like a lot
Dungeons
of fun.
and Dragons. I do play Dungeons and Dragons, big nerd.
Yeah.
Shout out to my peeps.
Out on the field.
Community. Hey?
Out on the field.
Yeah.
How many Dungeons and Dragons games end up in everyone having sex? Does it happen
I'm
often?
going to say not enough.
You mean the players having sex or the characters having sex?
Both.
Well, the characters can have sex?
Yeah.
Fuck
Well, it's
yeah.
a role
There
play.
used to be a chart Like you roll.
Oh yes, we've stumbled upon gold.
This is good. This is good because
These are-
Mitch rolled a 1 when he chose his cock length.
I've been looking at him here. It looks like he does not so much a budgie smuggler as a fucking peacock smuggler.
Oh, thank you.
It is.
A peacock is bigger than a budgie. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, thank you,
Looks
sir.
like a gecko swallowed an anaconda. Regurgitated it halfway.
I'm only half circumcised too, so
Ah, cool.
all natural, but you can still see the head.
Ah, that's what you want.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
Yeah, well, worst of both worlds, but anyway.
Yeah. So, what's his chart for sex?
It's from many years ago. It was like, people go way into it,
Yeah.
and you could roll for, because you roll for encounters, right, to see what happens, and I think they have VDs and all sorts of things in there. Yeah.
What's a VD? Venereal
Venereal
disease. Oh wow! So you roll it too,
I
and
thought
you
it
got
was-
the clap.
I
Yeah.
thought it was vaginal damage or something.
Oh.
Like, what is the multiplier on that?
No, it's a venereal disease.
Yeah.
I once was a dwarf. I died and got resurrected with an ogre's dick. So we were 15 and we thought that was fucking hilarious.
That is fucking
Yeah,
funny.
we laughed
That
a
is
long
great. yeah.
Laughed for a long time about that.
Yeah.
How did you get the ogre's dick in your
It was
inventory?
just a stupid thing to do. Now you got an ogre's dick. It's like, oh, like my dick is longer than me. It's weird.
That's a
man.
lot to carry around.
It is.
I feel like
I
you
just
could
saw
make
that.
a fucking TV show, like sit a bunch of comics, good comics, but a bunch of comics
This has
at a
been done.
table and make them play Dungeons
It's
and
been done.
Dragons.
What you're saying
Yeah,
has
it
been
has?
done
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Dan Harmon. He did a web
Oh,
series
that's
on it.
right. Yeah.
Was it called Harmon Quest? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, and he animated it.
That's
didn't
all
he?
right. He's cancelled now, so we can slot in.
Oh, yeah.
And we won't get cancelled because we won't do any baby rape jokes
Right.
for at least one episode.
Yeah, we can't count on Mitch. But
That's a thing. That happened. Have
So-
you seen that video?
Can you?
No.
Can you walk me through what happened, Ethan?
Dan Harmon did a video in like early 2000s or something. 2007, I'm going to say. Anyway,
Yeah.
the time doesn't matter. The bit is priceless and timeless. It's like a tongue-in-cheek sort of piss take, and it's really badly produced, which is my main gripe with it, not the fact that he's in
You've
ther-
listened to our podcast, haven't you?
Yeah, he's in badly produced. He's in
Sorry, Tyler.
he's
It's
in
great.
therapy
It's
for
great.
like raping babies or something, and then I don't know. That's the theme is baby rape, like
Yeah.
around the whole thing. So everyone's kind of offside with it, but it's supposed to be really like a massive piss take. It's just badly done, so
Yeah,
everyone's upset. But like, I don't know, you can't be upset with people for doing jokes badly.
I can't believe that's where he got done with. And the first Rick and Morty cartoon was literally Rick tricking Morty into sucking his balls.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Rick, a 10-year-old boy, or he's a teenager in the proper show, but like back then he's like, you gotta lick my balls, Morty.
It's
the only way.
That was good.
Yeah,
It's gold.
yeah, and it showed it too.
Have you seen that one? The
No.
first Rick and Morty.
It's
Would you
gold.
like to watch it? We can pull it up Jamie style.
I guess.
I
Yeah.
guess. Are you a fan of Rick and Morty at all?
Not really.
No. Okay. Well,
All
fuck that. But never mind. Wipe the slate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So,
he's cancelled. He's deleted his Twitter.
oh no.
Brooke's not allowed to wear fucking Rick and Morty t-shirts anymore. She's banned herself. She's not got to be all about that anymore.
Is that all it takes?
I was here the brick and mortar
Bit
guy.
of baby rape.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of the co-writers of Rick and Morty.
Uh-huh.
So are they cancelling Rick and Morty?
Oh, they're trying to. I don't think that's going
Fucking
to
better
happen.
not. God damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking 20 years ago.
Hmm.
There needs to be a statute of limitations on fucked up shit that you say.
No, not really. People can say what they want.
Yeah. But you can use some common sense and be like, all right, he said that 20 years ago.
Yeah.
He's a different person. There might as well be different people.
Yeah, if they've
Yeah, but the
learned
show about the
from what
ball sucking, that shows that maybe he's not.
Maybe.
maybe
But,
he does like his balls sucked by little kids.
well,
Maybe he's part of the whole Hollywood
Oh, yeah.
pedophile ring.
He was the dude who broke into the fucking cell of old mate and broke his neck. It was Dan Harmon who did it.
Dan Harmon killed Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah.
you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't let
100%.
all those baby rapes get out.
Yes.
He's actually Rick Sanchez. He built a portal into the thing. He broke the cameras and he killed him.
Ah, that makes a lot
They
of
sucked his
sense.
balls.
Yeah.
Before he killed him?
Yeah.
Or after?
We fucked him with a pickle. And then killed him.
That's where that came from. Pickle Rick is actually Dan Harmon's penis. It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
If you go back and rewatch the episode, you'll learn that it's about fucking kids.
Or animals. He
Yeah.
killed a lot of rats. If that's his dick, he's doing some messed up things with his penis to rats, at the very least. And Russians. He does a little bad things to Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancel Rick and Morty.
They're always in a hurry.
I'm saying it now.
Russians are always in a hurry.
Yeah,
Why?
they're rushing around.
Ah,
How did you not see that coming?
But
That was...
thank you very much.
man.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Killed it. I did.
You get this, like, crazy look in your eyes when you say a joke like that. Has anyone ever told you that?
Do I?
It's kind of like, oh, you might stab me now. Oh, no, it's just a dad joke. Oh, good.
It's just a joke coming.
I think I get the same look when I'm about to say something extremely racist. Which I did on Wednesday night, and I'm not proud of it.
What'd you say?
It had to be done. I said there was the prompt in the game show at the end of the Stag and Hunter. You know the game that they play at the end where it's like beat them to the punchline? Mm-hmm. Yep. You're familiar. What was it? Things you'll never hear at the Olympics.
Oh,
Adam went first and said, a white guy winning the 100-meter sprint. So I was like, God damn it, now I have to do it. I was like, a black guy winning the 100-meter freestyle.
Ah, yeah.
And I was like, oh. And everyone laughed. I'm like, that's bad.
Yeah.
But I
'cause-
didn't have to do that.
yeah, it's okay
I
to
did.
joke about white people, but
Yeah.
not black people.
Exactly. And there was a black guy in the crowd. He's going to hate
Only
me.
one.
Yeah. Didn't you make a call?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking white people.
Am I right, Phil?
Was his name Phil?
Yeah. Yeah, it's Phil. I took a note of it.
Oh, okay.
I'm usually real bad with words.
You
But
mean
yeah.
names?
Then
That
once.
also.
You can say fruition though, which is
Well, I guess names are a word.
They are.
they are word.
Yeah, so
They're
I was
Are
right.
they a proper noun?
I've only
I
done the
know.
game once. I tripped over the mic cord, made the mic fall off stage. So
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
do it again.
That was the
is
greatest.
That is classic How to
Oh,
Knock comedy
man.
material right there.
I remember that.
You could have eaten a bathroom cookie off the stage though, which is way worse. So
Oh,
don't worry about that.
okay. Who ate a bathroom cookie on the stage?
I ate a bathroom cookie off the stage.
You ate a urinal cake.
No, they found a cookie on the women's bathroom floor, and they came out and put it on stage. And I got to my set, and I was like, "What would Steve-O do in this situation?" For some reason, that popped into my head. I was like, "What? What would Steve-O do? He'd eat the cookie."
I looked at you. We were sitting next to each other, and I was like, I want to eat that cookie. And you're like, no, I'm going to do it in my set. And I was like, oh, okay.
No drugs in the cookie, by the way.
Which
Very
is a pity.
disappointing.
Yeah, I know. Who leaves a cookie on the ground and it hasn't got drugs? I suppose they wouldn't have left it on the ground if it had drugs in it.
No.
Maybe, unless they dropped their drug cookie on the toilet floor and they didn't want to eat it because it was on the toilet floor.
They're not real drug takers then.
No.
I'd eat a cookie off the floor.
Maybe they were stoned and then they dropped their cookie and then they're really upset because they dropped their cookie and they were stoned. They had the munchies and they really wanted to eat the cookie. But they also had OCD, which means they could not touch it because it was on the toilet floor.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that old. You seem to know a lot about these people. Were you in the bathroom at the time that they dropped a cookie?
I was.
He actually
I
slapped it
thought-
out of their hand. He's like, that's enough drugs for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're like, you're just really against eating in bathrooms.
Yeah, I don't.
I am too. It's pretty gross, eh?
Yeah, no.
Almost as gross
Mitch-
as eating a cookie off the bathroom floor.
Mitch, as much as he hates prudes, is quite the prude himself,
No, you're
Yeah.
a prude,
believe
are
it
you?
or not.
Sometimes, yeah.
You're
When
a
it
prude,
comes to
dude.
shitting, he is.
Oh, yeah, I'm a bit poo shy.
Yeah, I don't.
Nah,
So, like, if you saw a poo in the street, you wouldn't say hello to it? Or?
No, I'd like me
I'm
peace
shy,
and me
sorry,
quiet.
mate. It's not
I
the
like me
smell,
peace
it's
and
just-
quiet.
It's my internal thing.
Yeah. But
That's a
I
good
always
one-liner,
just
actually. I'm poo shy. If I saw a poo on the street, I just wouldn't acknowledge it.
I wouldn't
just
say
keep
hello
walking. Can you do that one? The next gig?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it. That'll kill.
I feel like it will.
I'm a home
could.
pooer.
You're a hard pooer.
A home pooer. Yeah, I sweat.
I go hard
I
as a
sweat when
motherfucker.
I poo. It's just
Yeah.
so difficult for me.
You ever had to take your shirt off to finish your shit?
Yes.
Sorry?
More often than I'd like to admit.
Have you ever had to take your shirt off to finish your shit?
No,
You've never sweat that
Have
much?
you?
You're not a hard pooer then.
that is true. No,
You lied.
I'm soft. What a fraud.
Oh, just full of fibre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm the anti-fiber. I've got like IBS, so I'm the anti-fiber.
Ah, I get that a lot.
And you were
IBS.
saying you're a home pooer as well. So
Yeah, it makes life difficult.
You only
does,
poo at
yeah.
home?
Hey,
You only poo at home?
at work and at work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is it. But I do not when I'm out. But see, famously, I was known in my 20s as an out pooer. I pooed everywhere.
yeah.
Everyone's house, I did a poo at.
Yeah.
I pooed in toilets that other people wouldn't poo in. I'm like, nah. Now
What
I just
happened?
couldn't-
What changed?
I don't know. I got OCD,
Ah,
and that changed.
yep.
So I want very desperately not to give a fuck, but OCD makes me give a fuck pretty hard. So.
Do you get the like the pre-show poos?
No,
I do.
but I never eat before a show.
Ah, yeah.
I only eat on the way home.
I had that for a long time. Yep.
I do not.
And by a long time, I mean like this short time that I've been doing comedy.
Yeah, I never eat before a show. No,
Yeah.
just in
I
case
know a lot of
because I
people that
can't
are the same.
trust my gut.
Yep.
So I'm like, nah.
I used to just spew. I'd eat because I was hungry, and then I'd just go power spew in the toilet right before a set.
Yeah, like Dave Gedden, I used to spew before a set.
Yeah, he'd spew a lot, I heard. He's
Yeah.
like a chronic spewer.
I used to spew a lot.
Dave Gedner, who just released some sort of web series that's got James Connors in it,
Yes.
and among other people. I don't know who else is in it. Was it the one about poetry? Where he was
Yeah,
like-
he's driving out in the country.
Yeah. It was cool. It's very avant-garde,
Yeah.
I would describe it as. It's weird.
What does avant-garde mean?
Not in like mainstream media format.
Ah, okay.
It's, yeah, it's a different perspective.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know the technical term for avant-garde. We can look
French.
it up. It is.
It's more like the cutting edge of art, really. Avant-garde.
Yeah, okay.
So
I
it's
feel
probably-
like
probably
yeah,
means the
it has to be
advanced- probably means the
completely.
advanced guard. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Avant-garde.
fuck. I hope it
Maybe, I don't know.
sounds right.
It sounds right, and that's half the battle.
He might be
Yeah.
backburning, but we've got a term. We've got a term.
We're going to
Oh, I
tell
see.
Chad what backburning
Yeah.
is.
So we were driving to Sydney, and we were just
Going through
busted.
Budgie Boy.
Yeah, Budgie. And it was like this fucking like all burnt out area, and I noticed like only like a certain height of the trees were burnt. So Ethan's like, "Oh fuck, this must have been a big fire." I'm like, "Oh, just looks like backburning, eh?" And Ethan's like, "Yeah, okay." Just took it at face value. And then like Googled it. No, it was a fucking horrific, like fucking 5-alarm fire. Like nearly wiped out homes. It was a whole thing.
I love fart.
Yeah.
Like, that's a bad fart.
Yeah. And I was just like, yeah, no, they were just backburning. And Ethan's like, yeah, no, you were fucking way off.
And I haven't trusted him since.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now every time I say something without like really having any idea about it, he goes, "You backburning?"
Literally, you
I
need
go,
to have an
"Yeah."
Encyclopedia Britannica and point to the page and go, yeah, look here. It's
You're showing your age now, mate.
I am very old.
We just Google things.
Yeah, just
now.
Google things. Yeah.
But now it's led to a constant fucking pissing competition where wherever any of us says anything that could be challenged, now it's fucking on.
It has to be
I
challenged.
was like talking about drum rudiments the other day, which I don't know that much about because I don't play drums, I play bass. But I was talking about Danny Carey, the drummer for Tool, because I was reading an article about this, and they say he practices his drum rudiments with his feet. And Mitch was like, that's not that impressive. I'd practice drum rudiments all the time. But it was like, apparently with his snare drum, he's like drumming drum solos with his feet on a snare drum, which is quite impressive.
Which is very impressive.
Yeah.
Which is not what I thought he was doing. I thought he was using maybe like a double kicker on the bass and doing his rudiments like that. But no, he's literally holding sticks with his toes. And he's playing the drums like that.
I gather that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of funny to see. That someone can play drums with their toes better than I can.
I don't know, like, where does that skill really transfer over into the real world?
If you lose both your arms in a horrific train accident, Mitch, and you have to keep playing.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then, obviously, you can't play in concerts anymore. You just do, like, a marching band type of thing.
You can't... Yeah, okay, maybe. I'm like, if you lost both your arms and you need your legs to play, I don't think you're marching.
One of those wheelchairs that's air-driven, like you blow into the tube and you drive along, and then you play with your feet.
The sort of one that I'm going to end up in one day.
After you lose both your legs.
Yeah. What, next week?
Whenever the diabetes takes my legs.
Whenever I lose that first foot.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going. Lose the second one, just get the matching set.
That's the one thing that'll make Mitch quit stand-up.
Yeah,
he'll still walk tables of women doing baby cum jokes, but he'll be sitting down while he does it.
Yeah.
or just doing the stool thing like Big J.
Oh, yeah, oh, fuck. You need to play that, actually. The Big J getting tackled off the stage.
I don't need to play it. He got tackled off a stage. A big fat guy got pulled off a stage. That's...
Where?
Yeah.
He was doing comedy and someone like ran up behind him.
No, that was Lewis behind him.
Was it Lewis that tackled him?
No, Lewis didn't tackle him. The guy in the front row came up and pulled from underneath.
Ah.
You can see him at the front. Lewis was running from the back to try and defend Jay's honour.
Ah, yes.
And he tried to kick the guy in the head.
He's like, on guard, that is my fat man.
But he missed. Are you aware of the Legion of Skanks?
No. Blissfully
unaware.
Yeah,
probably a good thing.
If we need to call time for a toilet break, can we do that?
100%. I'll pull up this video.
Yeah.
You go take a piss.
All right.
Just do a splinter cell thing through the cables with the cameras while you go.
Splinter cell?
I didn't get that reference.
What was...
Sam Fisher?
Sam Fisher? No. What was the movie where Sean Connery had the chick dancing through laser beams and he was always checking out her ass?
Like you're checking my ass right now?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Nice plumber's crack. Can we get that on camera?
I hope so.
Can we get that for the title card of this episode? Don't worry, no one's going to see it because no one watches this shit anyway. But it's fun to practice talking.
That's true.
It's helped me.
It has.
Apparently it
This
has.
is actually your weekly speech therapy session.
Yeah.
I just haven't told you yet.
You're not even releasing the podcast.
Yeah,
This is purely for my benefit.
Yeah.
You weren't in university for IT. You were a speech psychologist. I tell you what would be funny if Chad just said he was going for a piss.
Just left.
Left.
That would be so good.
We're waiting here for like a good 20 minutes. You'd still release a podcast too.
I would.
It'd be fucking...
Of course I would.
I'd be like, oh man, there's some balls.
It's probably the best play he can make at this point. Like, this isn't going anywhere. But
we've had some okay topics.
Yeah, we have. I think we need to dig more into the D&D sex.
Yeah, I thought that was going places, but Chad doesn't want to talk about his circle jerk parties.
From back in the day.
We all used to have a corner.
I rolled a 20. Everyone sucked my dick that day.
You could tell he was thinking about some difficult memories. Like, oh man, I did that. That's why they need more women in D&D.
Yeah.
So it's not a whole sausage party. Unless you're into that thing. I feel like being gay would be fucking amazing.
I think you should just come out, man.
Sometimes I wish I was gay. Fuck, it'd be so much easier. It would. Would be.
Why so?
I don't know. Like, if I was gay, I'd be the woman in the relationship.
So the bottom.
Oh, yeah, no.
Well, that is the woman,
Yeah, I know.
generally speaking. Oh,
Did
Chad
you
returned.
just do a line of coke?
Yeah, too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
My little brother might have ADD as well.
That's not how you spell AIDS. It's AIDS.
He might have the ADD.
Yeah. Oh,
I think he's leaking his autograph.
Yeah, I went to buy some merch off of him, and then I only had a $20 bill, and I just wanted like a pencil and a bottle opener, and he was like, "Just take it. I don't have any change." So, and I was like, "Just take the 20, because I like to support comedy. Here, take this." And he's like, "Nah, have these things." Good dude,
Yeah, I like.
good man, Luke Heggie.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
He wouldn't accept my 20. Nick Kappa, on the other hand, absolute grub. Took my whole 20 for this one.
Did he?
I made him take it. I was like, "Nah, man, you need it more than me."
Yeah. He's like, what was it? We were buying some merch, and I think we just missed out on all the coolers. And I think we gave him like $10 for just a couple of things, and he's like, no, please take more. He was like, I only want like just this little bit. And he's like, no, you need to take more. So now I've just got like 2 of the exact same fucking fridge magnets
Yeah.
for no reason other than he just wanted me to get my money's worth. They're cool little fridge magnets. It's like done in like 80s style, like sort of montage. So he's like a Rambo looking dude, and then in another bit he's like got a gun and a suit, and it's fucking pretty hot.
We need to do some merch for this podcast.
We should.
Yeah. We also need to do the got this idea for a video where Mitch is like in fetal position in the shower, naked, cold water pouring down on him.
Does it have to be cold in real life?
It does, because we're method
Ah,
actors. And
We. By we, you mean me.
yeah. Just to the sound of like, you know, those like, I can't remember the name of the woman, but she does those videos of like animals that need caring for, and there's like the sad music in the background. It's like, for just $1 a day, you can support Mitchell Coyne, a
Are
struggling
you talking
comic.
about the UNICEF ads?
Yeah, it's
for
sort of like
African children?
No, not really. But we can go down that road.
I'm sorry. It was there. I had to say it.
You do have the distended
WWE.
belly.
Yeah. Maybe we could do a UNICEF ad for me.
Yeah.
We support my fucking. He's like, this is Mitch. He hasn't had KFC in a week.
Yeah. So, yeah, those type of ads.
Yeah.
I want to do some of them for the podcast.
Yeah.
But we need to film it. We need to actually put effort into this.
Yeah. Need an actual camera.
Mitch was just telling us that if he was gay in a relationship, he'd be the woman.
But
But
I'd
he doesn't
be.
want to take it up the arse.
Yeah. For his sake.
What do you mean?
Oh, look, I just don't. I've seen some of my shits. I'm like, no one wants none of that.
Chad's face. I haven't seen that face since the Cohiba gig. The mum in the front row.
Yeah,
It's the exact same face.
Well,
I suppose you shouldn't do anything you're not comfortable doing.
yeah. See? He doesn't peer pressure me.
Yeah, but if it's just a question of... You've got
Ethan's been trying to fuck me for a good
shitty
2
bumhole.
years as well.
You're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy him an anal douche for Christmas now. That's going to be a thing.
I'd use it.
Yeah.
If only just to clear myself out. I think it'd be great.
So they used to have the death penalty for sodomy
Yeah.
for men and women and men.
Oh, so for
illegal.
men...
So it was legal for men and men and for men and women to do it. It was a hanging offence.
In Australia?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Sure.
Up until when? I don't know.
last week.
No, anal sex was illegal for a long, long time.
They probably knew what they were talking about because they
That's
didn't
why
have
it's so awesome.
antibiotics. So
Yeah.
if you're getting shit in your dick and you get an infection, it's getting cut off, and you lose your dick.
Dr. Mitch is on the
You'd
case.
want to you'd want to hang yourself.
So
Yeah, right.
we're gonna have to cut your dick off because
Don't really.
You got trace amounts of
what you're saying is
feces.
You don't ever wash yourself.
You can't if you get shit up your urethra.
Right. But you're on sterile.
Yeah.
you can just pee that
So you
out
weed out.
after
Yeah.
sex.
And
You're
it's
supposed to pee
sterile,
after
so it would
sex.
sterilise it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think people have been having anal sex for a long, long time.
I heard the Greeks did it
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Ever since there was like a penis and an anus, it's been going on.
It makes sense. Yeah. I've been doing it quite a while too. So back to your Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's a great segue.
Yeah. We were talking about this as you went to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you were doing weird stuff, weren't you?
What do you
Were
mean?
you jerking off?
No.
You weren't?
No. Why
I
would
feel
you do
like
that?
Oh,
For you?
'cause I never had the opportunity.
You never
but I
got
feel
to
like
jerk off in front
if
of a bunch of other dudes.
I feel like if
I
the
find that hard to
opportunity,
believe.
I feel like if the opportunity presented itself, I might.
Okay, that's nice.
100%.
If you're in to your role play, yeah,
Mitch joined the armed forces, well, the defense force, at a young age, so he's easily misled
yeah.
Right.
by
I could get taught if you were role playing a bard, and you rolled a 20, you had high charisma already.
Yeah.
I could definitely get talked into jerking off in front of you.
you
I
just
just
have
think
to.
you can be generally jerked off to jerking off in front of people without any rolling. At any time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a loot.
Hey, Mitch, can you get your dick out and show me how you stop wank off? And you're like, oh, sure, fuck it.
Why not? Am I doing it
well,
right?
So it was interesting because there's a big joke amongst us gamers about the whole that people think it was like devil worship and there's actual magic, and it's like it's just some fucking lonely teenage boys sitting around a table pretending to be the hero.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, did you have a friend who always had to play the anti-hero?
There were two brothers, and we used to nick off on one of them, and then he'd track us down and kill us.
Ah, gotcha.
We would quite often knife the drunk in the bar too.
Okay.
He'd tell us the quest, and then we'd knife him. It was very pretty. We were 15, and 15-year-olds are psychopathic. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. The fucked up things I used to do to people when I was 15. In real life.
Let's not elaborate. Let's just leave it on that.
let's keep going.
No. I just,
You just rolled a 1. Critical fail.
yeah. Yeah. You are now dead. Yeah. Anyway, anyone written any new jokes? Ethan,
No,
you haven't written any new jokes.
not really. No.
What about you, Chad?
Have I written a new joke?
Yeah.
I was thinking about a premise. It's weird if you're like a brother-in-law,
Yeah.
especially if you're the younger brother-in-law, like your sister, your older sister, and so your brother-in-law's older than you, and you end up helping him out and doing shit. It's like a covenant, like an ancient covenant. It's like, now you're with my sister, I got to help you fix your Commodore.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's part of the deal. It's part of the
Yeah.
wedding vows. And thou shalt get Chad to help fix your Commodore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been fixing Commodores lately by any chance?
No one would get me to fix a car 'cause I don't know how to do it.
Right.
That is true, though.
I'm pretty useless.
Me
Mitch
too.
actually ruined his Commodore fairly recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you thought it was a boat. Apparently. And then you ran after a guy.
Yeah.
Did you catch him?
No, I'm not
Looking
catching
at you,
anyone.
looking at you, I wouldn't have thought you
Yeah, no.
If that guy had some KFC on him,
Hey, we gotcha.
oh yeah,
Give me that dirty bird.
Oh, man, I just finished my Dirty Bird, so I was all full.
Yeah.
I was going through my sugar rush.
you should have been calm at that point.
Oh, man. I should have been. I was calm. I even remember thinking to myself prior to the man walking up to the car, where I was like, I'm in a relatively good mood, all things considered, because the insurance kept calling me up and checking on me. I'm like, oh, is everything all right? You've been there for 2 hours. I'm like, no, it's all right. Like, I just got me book, just reading. It's all good. Like, no fuss. And then, like, one dude just happens to imply that I am the fucking idiot that I am. And, like, everything he said was 100% correct. That was what made it hurt the most. Yeah, and then I fucking chased him up the road. Not really chased. He ran away. I just went back to my car because I'm not chasing someone up the road. That would be something that Skinny Mitch would do. Fat Mitch, don't want none of that.
Have you made an actual joke out of that yet?
No.
Because there's plenty of material
yeah,
there.
Yeah, there is. Like, I've got to go back and I've got to listen to that podcast and I've got to try and write on it, but I'm lazy.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Yeah. But I've been writing, I'm trying to write on the joke, like my friend's got crocodiles. They live in the Northern Territory and you can just have pet crocodiles. And she's like, one of them's a shit. Like, it's a shit crocodile. And I'm like, oh, why? She's like, oh, it always bites me.
Yeah, well, that's what they do.
Fucking colour me surprised. It's a fucking crocodile. Yeah.
It reminds me of that Hedberg joke where he's like, oh, I'm going to ruin it. It's about snakes. He's like, people that say they like snakes. No, you like snakes that don't bite.
Yeah.
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 Fucking, why would you own a crocodile?
I don't know. Yeah. And I was trying to write on it like, they're literally fucking dinosaurs, but better because all the dinosaurs died except them. So they're like, I'm trying to write on that, but I need to make it funny because people don't just want to listen to facts up on stage.
Or how to wash cum off a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also a fact, realistically.
Yeah.
Holy water works. It's fine. So now all my cousins and my aunties and stuff want to come and watch one of my shows since I posted that photo up.
Yep.
And some of them are religious. So
When's this happening? I'm keen
probably
for
the
this.
next
Stag and Hannah?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So they get to find out about my wife's strap on,
Nice.
among other things.
Nice.
So I've got to get back up to 5 minutes. I think I'm like 3 minutes at the moment.
Your set is 3 minutes.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I'd say.
Oh.
I'm definitely not doing my time.
No. I had a goal to have 10 minutes by Christmas.
This Christmas or
2050.
yeah.
I might get there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, Loz has got 10 minutes now.
Yeah, she's been
Yeah.
killing it.
Fuck, she's just
She's
smashing.
going to do the podcast, but she messed up a rotator cuff. So,
Yeah, that's a bad one.
yeah. We might get her on next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a gig down at Sydney and she crushed.
That's right. You both went down to do what room was it?
The Argyle. It's really good. Really nice.
Is it mostly comics or a bit of...
I think there were some actual people there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, my experience of Sydney has been mostly comics, which can be good and can be bad.
I feel like if it's good material and you're doing it for the first time, the comics will laugh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if you go back and do the same material again, they're not going to laugh because they'll remember you and be like, this guy's doing the same shit.
Yeah.
But
Even
that- I
though
mean, that's
they
the
do
price
the
is
same
right.
shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like all they do. Yeah. Anyway.
But that doesn't matter because the thing is, like, if so, say you're doing the one gig like Crown Anchor, it's not always the same audience. So
No.
even if you're doing the same material, it's a different audience every time. So
That's right.
Yeah.
But those rooms in Sydney where it's the same comedians every time and it's them every week and they've heard it all before, you'll slowly just go down and down and down,
yeah,
which I guess you just got to write new shit.
That's exactly right.
And I think if you're making them laugh the first time with like something fresh, then you know that you've got something good. Whereas if it's like a red hot room, like the Stag and Hannah the other day, it's a bit harder then to figure out what's working and what's not as well.
Yeah.
Because just
or the gig down
everything
the
was
coast
killing.
at the yacht club.
Mm.
I thought it's a really good room, but it's like, you know, they laughed at like a minute of joke I did, and then I did it the next time, and no one laughed. I'm like, okay, well,
Same crowd or?
No, different crowd.
Okay.
Different. I was up here, but it's a bit like when you're a kid and you're at the beach and you got the sand in your hand with the water and you make little shapes.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
You just got to build on those shapes.
Yeah.
So you got to get your 5 minutes, and then you can put that away.
Yep.
Or keep it and just add a new joke in every time to try and get up to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted to do this year. I wanted to do a lot more comedy, but
COVID.
It's hard to
COVID is
hard
just
to
like a
write.
pen up the end of your dick.
It's
isn't it,
fucking
really?
which some people are into, but it doesn't help me write because my pen's in my dick, so
Yeah.
it's hard. Not my
hard to
dick,
wiggle
but well, my dick is hard when I'm sounding with a pen. But that's more fun than trying to write in COVID because it's just
There's nothing to write about.
it's fucked.
No,
There was a
not really
long
doing
time
it.
there, and when there was no gigs on,
Yeah.
it was like I don't have any need to do that. But now I have nightmares that I go to a gig and I don't have anything new. Like that was
Yeah.
last night. I had a fucking dream that I turned up and I had to do the same shit at the Wicco.
Yeah.
It was like the same as last time I was there. And I was like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's inspiring me to write, which is nice.
I found if you just sit down and you're even in just reviewing your notes counts as writing, like because you see a joke and you're like, oh, maybe I can play with it, or like you rewrite it. Like that's how I found I'm doing a lot of my writing recently. Is I'm not necessarily coming up with anything, but I'm going back and I'm reviewing some of the premises that I've got or some of the other jokes that I've got. I'm like, oh, maybe this will work, maybe that'll work. But I think a big thing is I need to start going to that writing group that you used to, because that'd probably
The one at the Delaney, usually on a Wednesday, unless there's a gig on, which there is, and then it's sometimes a Monday. But yeah,
yeah.
it's good. It's good to figure out jokes there. I got Brian a pretty good joke the other week. I'm keen to see him do it. But anyway.
Yeah, okay. I think he's... I don't know, it might just be my fucked up sense of humour, but he's got that joke about him having a hobby, and he just goes quiet. Like, he's like, I've got a new hobby. And then all I want him to do is just be like, yeah, it's killing hookers. Like, I just want to see how a crowd would react to that.
You
And
love
then go, no,
fucking
actually,
with
it's
the crowd.
cross stitch.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see how you go because I was thinking about taking it killing hookers, but obviously it's not very popular, so I might not.
Actually, if you did do something that was like wordplay, like double meaning, like hooking, like fucking, I don't know.
cross stitch.
Yeah,
I guess I don't
that's
know.
terrible. But if you could find something,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, double entendre.
yeah,
Is that the right usage for that word?
Yeah, that was very
Fuck
avant-garde.
yeah,
Yeah, words.
Your word of your use of
Very-
entendre.
very eloquent, Mitchell. You're very erudite today.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck yeah.
he's very erudite too. That's
Oh,
very
man,
sticky.
I'm so fat today. God
That's
damn,
all
I'm
the cats
bloated.
say.
It's just oozing out.
I'm getting the nods too. I'm just like quietly like, oh man, I got Uncle Joey on the way home. Joey Diaz, that dude could like. I wish he told bedtime stories.
He does.
Joey
But
Diaz.
they're about setting hookers' wigs on fire.
Yeah. You know who Joey Diaz is?
No.
He's a Spanish comedian.
Well, he's Cuban, but
Cuban,
sure.
sorry. Yeah, he's a Cuban comedian,
fucking Spanish.
but he speaks Spanish.
because he's from Cuba.
Because he's from
Yeah.
Cuba, as a Spanish colony.
Yep. Anyway, he's got a nice voice. That's the end of my story.
His voice sounds like this, cocksucker.
Yeah, but when he whispers,
Oh, okay.
he's like, "Oh." And then the princess said to the prince, "I love you." I feel like if he was telling
That's
fairies,
the most horrific thing I've heard all day.
yeah.
My
Look,
dick just got soft. It's been hard this whole time.
It's like the prince said to the princess, let's get out of the media circus.
Yeah,
It's a sick
yeah.
reference there.
Yeah,
Michael
no, it
reference,
was
that's
good.
cool.
It was
When he
good. Have one for
bombs,
free.
just let him bomb.
Don't help.
Just let me- yeah, don't try and dig me out of this hole.
I won't.
All right, you'll end up in here with me.
I know. You're like the Sarlacc. Just eating everything.
He's the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah.
Just a toothy boy.
I got tiny teeth. I got really small teeth for like a human being, like little baby teeth. Look at that, tiny little teeth.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they say small teeth.
Yeah.
Low KFC.
Oh, so much KFC. Fuck, it's good though.
Yeah.
If vegetables taste like KFC, I'd be a skinny kid.
Vegetables can be nice when prepared properly.
I like vegetables.
Yeah. With butter and
All
salt
right,
and pepper.
come on.
It's just a laziness factor, I think.
No, I
I
literally like we do every time we cook. There's always vegetables there because you can microwave them.
Yeah, but microwave vegetables are awful.
No, just steam.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are
Bit of
they
water.
Are they frozen vegetables? Or
Nah,
are they-
you need fresh, otherwise
Oh,
they're
yeah.
fucked.
yeah, I'm talking about frozen vegetables that you get out of the pack in
Yeah.
the freezer and you just zap them
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
they're
when
gross.
when you can't be fucking bothered.
no.
Nice for
Which I do
stir
a
fry
lot.
though.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
because it's masked by the flavour of the sauce, whatever sugar and shit is in that, which is nice.
Yeah, and you want to, if it's like snap frozen on a hot wok, like just enough to defrost it, cook a little bit, and then it's still crunchy. But it has to be.
You need that crunch.
Yeah, you need that crunch, baby. Come
Yeah.
on, I'm fucking really trying here to bring up like new topics as well, Ethan. You got to help me out, mate.
Yeah.
All right, I had one.
All right.
I had one that I thought of before this,
Yeah.
and it was Chad, as a married man who's been married for I don't know how many years.
A few.
You're up to a few.
Couple.
What advice do you have for Mitchell to maintain his marriage? Because he's been saying a lot of things about him. He's suspecting he's going to get divorced at any time. He's been joking about this in the comedy chat. What do you have for him to keep on the straight and narrow?
Besides, like, don't do whatever I'm doing right now. Like, I need specifics. How have you kept a happy marriage, Chad?
Who says it's happy?
Well, how do you keep an unhappy marriage? That might even be
Yeah.
better advice for him.
Yeah, actually, that is great advice. How to keep an unhappy marriage.
Debt. That's it. Just debt. You want some relationship advice?
Did your missus play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yes. That's how we met.
Oh, wow. Did you just do the sex in Dungeons and Dragons?
We always roll every time.
Yep.
Role play.
Unfortunately, when it comes to orgasm, it's like, no, honey, you rolled a 1 again. I'm sorry. Critical fail.
Critical
Nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That is important to have something in common. Do you and your wife have something in common?
Yeah, we both like food.
So you're saying you're both fat. That's the nice way of.
No,
like food.
no, like we both got common interests. She likes ignoring me, and I like not talking to her. So it's really good.
Okay.
I'm joking.
You
We've
are.
got things in common.
That's good. Oh, but that's. I mean, you know, that's the sort of thing, like, to build a relationship on that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
is important.
You both have tits as well.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
Do more housework.
Yeah. Okay.
That helps.
I don't do any housework.
Right.
She's
You
always
should do
saying to
some.
me, "Do more housework."
Do you wash up?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Start
I
doing
wash
the
up every
dishes.
night, pretty much.
Do you cook?
Sometimes the rule is if you don't cook, you wash up.
That's
Yeah,
I've got that
that's,
rule.
Yeah, that's our rule.
100%.
That's
I'll
the
follow
rule.
that
But
rule.
She cooks most often because I'm home later from work. So
Yeah.
especially when the kids are little, they have to deal early because they go to bed early. So I was home too late to cook. But on a weekend and stuff, I'll cook.
Yep.
I cook breakfast. You know, get the kids lunch and stuff. But Saturday night I usually cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we'll be all right unless we have kids. I feel like kids will really throw it off for us. I think we'll start hating each other then.
Don't have kids then.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I also have the rule that if I'm not at work, I'll cook. And if she's not at work, and I work, then she'll cook. But usually we
So
take
why
it
Yeah.
up
not?
at night.
So
But
you're
you've
in
also got a dishwasher,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
so that
But
makes
it's like,
life easier.
oh, shitloads easier.
You don't have
Yeah.
a dishwasher?
No.
That does help.
Yeah.
He does
Yeah.
have a dishwasher. Her name's Tanya.
Oh, ouch.
Look, it was there. It was just sitting on the table. It was the last piece of pizza, and you had
Well, you don't do the dishes.
it. Yeah.
This is what happens.
Yeah. No, like, yeah,
Yep, housework.
housework.
Fix your fucking shower.
Oh yeah, I got to fix,
Fix
my
the
shower.
shower?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been like that for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, your wife's now withholding anal sex until you fix the shower.
Yeah, look.
That's the only reason I haven't fixed the shower. Is because it's like the sword in the stone situation, and I don't
Yeah.
want to pull that sword.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have helped by now. But I'm like, nope.
Nah.
He who fixeth the shower shall partake of the lady's anus. And yeah, no, I don't want nothing to do with that. So
Yeah, that was like the 11th commandment. I was like, he didn't bring that one down. No, it's a bit risque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to walk the room. I'm not Mitch.
Yeah. Look, I'm happy that I've walked a room. I'm glad it happened.
Okay.
you got to do it.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
I like
It's all part of the
bombing
fun.
from time to time. Like I'm like, I feel a bomb coming on.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be at the stag when I was doing my horrifically misogynistic joke about women shutting their mouths.
It works though. It's funny.
Yeah,
It's a funny joke. Therefore,
It's a
people
funny,
don't
I
get
guess.
upset with you.
yeah.
Like, if it wasn't funny, then people would get upset.
I don't know. I just like the stuff that I'm doing. I'm like, it's like in a format. Like I've sort of figured out the format of like how to write a joke, and like can turn most premises, water them down into a joke, and just go like here, and then people will laugh, which makes it almost impossible to bomb because you've figured out how it works.
Yeah.
But it's like not what I want to be doing.
You want meaning to your jokes.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a three-legged thing. Like if you've got like setup, punchline, that's like 2 points.
Yeah.
For it to stand up, you need a third point. So like it can be a thing that's
Yeah. You got the foundations, you got the walls, you just need the roof.
no. I got the foundations. I got 2 points. I got like a wall,
Yeah.
like one wall.
Yeah.
I need at least another point and a roof
Yeah.
before I have
Maybe a
something.
little bit of furniture. Make it livable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Fuck
know?
it. Bed.
See, I've got no idea how to write a joke. So
Me either, to be honest.
it's just set up and then your punchline, which is a surprise.
Yeah.
And the setup doesn't have to be funny. In fact,
No.
it's better if it's not funny.
Yeah.
And then you hit them with the, oh, I didn't see that coming.
I've been doing it the other way.
You hit them with, I don't
The
see
setup's
that.
funny, the punchline is not very funny.
Yeah,
Well, there isn't one at all.
that's the opposite of what you should be doing.
Damn it!
Damn.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I've done that so many times. I've gotten up and Paul McMahon told me, he's like your setup is the punchline. It's
Yeah.
like I was talking about it was one of the stories where I was talking about shitting myself. And it's just like I just open up with it. So I shit myself on the way to work the other day,
That's the punchline.
and that was the punchline.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's nowhere to go after that because everyone laughs. But I tried anyway,
Yeah.
and it just didn't work.
Well, you can if you've got taglines. That's usually what happens after the punchline. You add
Yeah.
on tags.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you've gone straight to like, it was like the time I ate the bathroom cookie. It's like you don't open with that because then where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Unless you can like light your asshole on fire and do a backflip like Steve-O. There's nowhere to go from eating the fucking toilet cookie.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's where I need to do, like start out with. Like maybe it needs to be a complete, like, just a random story, completely unrelated to shitting myself, and then right at the end, I just shit myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's part of the act, or
yeah, it's the act.
Just shit myself on the stage.
Surprise.
Stinky's
Yeah.
comic.
Yeah.
Little guy.
Yeah, maybe that's how that joke works then.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not going to try it again. I look down on shit myself jokes. That's old Mitch.
New Mitch is about coming babies.
Yeah.
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 You know,
Evolution of
you've
Mitch.
got to grow as a comic, all right?
Yeah, Mitch got his disgusting groove back.
Still not as bad as the grandma joke. Not grandma, the nan joke I used to tell.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That's fucking horrific.
Do you remember that one, Chad?
I don't remember that joke. No.
It was about he was trying to fix a TV for his nan, and this is proper joke writing because that was the surprise. Was
Yeah,
the punchline.
yeah.
That, have you ever been trying to like hook up a TV, like sort out cables, and they get tangled up, and next minute you turn around and they're all up your nan's cunt? Because you don't see it coming.
No, you don't.
Actually, surprisingly. Many times.
No, I don't know. Maybe I should bring that joke back.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Stick to what you know. That's the name of this one. Stick to what you know.
Yeah.
You're a sticky
man.
man.
That fucking joke. So Monday night, you missed a great. I could have sworn I saw you out in the smokers area too, like the other
Maybe
night.
he was there. Did you bail?
Yeah,
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
yeah. But I was like, oh yeah, Chad's here. Like I was walking past. You know, how they got like it's like a fucking aquarium for smokers.
Yeah.
You can literally just like glass windows, and you can just like look. Oh yep, there's. Oh yep, there's me missus. She's out there having a dart, talking to some random dude.
I'm getting divorced.
No, Tony doesn't smoke. But where was it going? Yeah, I could have sworn I saw you that night, but you missed a great night. It was
Yeah, apparently it was really good. I had something else to do, and I was conflicted, but I sort of said yes to the other thing.
yeah.
But you know,
I bet
What was
you
the other
would.
thing, Chad?
Yeah, what was it?
What was it?
What was the other thing, Chad? What was it?
What
it was
was
a cream show.
what
what
was
was-
what was better than comedy?
What was better than comedy, mate?
Literally everything.
What were you doing, buddy?
Gaming.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, D&D, sex party.
land.
No, not a sex party.
Oh,
No.
fuck. I would trade comedy for a D&D sex night.
Yeah, me too.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've
Oh, look, I'm telling you, man. I'm sure there's people that do it.
you don't?
I'm sure. No, of course not.
Oh fuck! I thought you were like dungeon master for this type
No,
of thing.
not that
Shit.
sort of dungeon.
How the fuck? How the fuck isn't that a thing? It has to be a thing. D&D
Suppose it
sex
is.
parties.
D&D sex parties.
Oh,
I guess.
sure.
Yeah.
No,
You're trying to play coy with us here.
I am. See, most of the time I play Dungeons and Dragons with a bunch of dudes. So
You saying Mitch isn't a dude?
I'm just saying, I'm not gay. So, I mean, if I was gay and they were all gay, and okay, sweet. But
Yeah.
but you're not
They
gay.
said-
Your character's gay. Big difference.
oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a way to explore.
How do you waft the smells from anal sex out of a dungeon after a Dungeons and Dragons sex night?
I don't know, Mitch. A fan?
A match.
A match. I feel like that place would go up if you lit a
Probably.
match.
Probably. A
Yeah.
lot of methane.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stinks.
So what were you doing? Just gaming?
Just gaming. Yeah.
Yeah. What sort of games?
So I play. I mean, I'm pretty cool. So I play a lot of like miniature wargaming.
Yeah. What type?
There's a game called Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Okay, so you get to be superheroes?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What's the superhero you play?
So you have a team.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's your crisis team.
Yeah.
So you can be Cabal, have Red Skull as your leader,
Yeah.
or the Avengers, and have Captain America.
Why is Captain America the boss?
Of the Avengers, because he's the leader of the Avengers.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's not that good.
he's pretty fucking good.
He's
I don't
like-
know.
He picked
Iron Man-
up Thor's hammer.
Iron Man
Yeah,
kicked the
he's
shit out of
worthy.
him.
Yeah, but Iron Man's pretty good too.
He also jumped out of a plane without a parachute.
Yeah.
Who did? Iron Man?
Captain America.
Yeah, see Iron Man do that without his suit.
All right.
He's jumped out of a plane into the ocean.
Yeah, okay.
and froze.
It's pretty hardcore.
Did he freeze? Was that when he
No.
froze?
No, he played Crash. He's playing this when he.
Right.
I don't know. Was it Civil War? I don't know. He jumps out of the plane, the Shield plane, to get on the ship to rescue the Shield agents. And he just jumps out. All the rest of the dudes have parachutes.
Like a boss.
Like
Yeah, okay.
barrels. So
That's why he gets to run the Avengers.
that's why he's also like a tactical genius. Like he's a soldier.
So if you want to run this
Yeah, okay.
podcast, Mitch,
He's got tactics.
you got to jump out of a plane without a parachute.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So it's I've enjoyed the game. It's the hobby aspect I've probably enjoyed the most. The painting and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So is there sex in that one?
Generally, no.
I feel like,
I've
yeah.
been wanting to do a thing about incels. Do you know what an incel is?
Yes.
100%.
Alright.
Yeah.
Because you resemble one.
Exactly.
I'm lucky I'm not one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone just decided to throw me some pussy, and now I don't shoot up the school. So
Yeah.
I've also thought about doing a bit on this.
Yeah.
If you can't tell.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos about wargaming, right?
Yeah.
And the one thing I've noticed is that pretty much every dude that is moving World War II miniatures across the board has a wedding ring. So it's like, if those dudes can get married, maybe it's not women's fault. Maybe you're just a fuckwit. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It's always their fault. They're
It's
broken,
like the nerdiest
broken people.
dudes, like, yes, I played Marvel Crisis Protocol with my wife. And it's like, okay, so you're married. And they're like, oh, it's women's fault. I can't get any women. It's like, no, it's because you're a fuckwit. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's fucking...
make a change in your life, son.
Yeah.
There's always going to be fuckwits, but luckily in Australia we have a thing called prostitutes, which are legal. So it's not really involuntary
No, that's true.
in Australia,
Yeah, I don't know.
unless you're poor, which they probably are, because
Oh, man. It's fucking pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap. You'd have to be really, really dirt poor. You'd have to be homeless.
Yeah,
Which, again, like, you...
Well, these guys
Yeah.
are homeless. They're on the internet, so
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. If you can afford
if
internet
anything,
monthly,
if anything, they're home full.
Yeah.
So they spend all their time at home.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
incels.
I watched... Did you watch the Vice documentary on incels?
No.
It's got that blonde chick who always does the weird, like, sex stories. One where she fucked a sex doll as well, a male sex doll.
Oh, on camera too.
Yeah, on camera. Yeah. She had mad titties. Anyway,
Nice.
she was doing a story on incels, and like there was one there, and so they've got like a video chat room, like there's like 20 of them, and then one of them's like just shitting into his own hands. It's like,
What?
yeah, he just shits in his own hands, and
That's a pretty good bit though. Like,
Okay.
it's
That's
pretty
hard to
funny.
top.
yeah,
It is
do
pretty
that on
funny.
Stage. You gotta get some walls.
Yeah, that'd be hard. That'd be hard to come on after.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
How do you
hard to
top
follow.
that?
Yeah,
Would be hard to
that's
follow.
a headliner act right there. You'd have to go straight for headlines.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's GG Allen.
Yeah,
yeah,
that is GG esque.
Yeah.
yeah. So and you're like, well, maybe that's why no one wants to fuck you because your fingers smell like feces.
Yeah,
That's another
there's
big
nothing wrong
word.
with you.
Fuck.
Feces. It's 2
Feces.
syllables.
Ah.
Settle down.
I could have said poopy.
That's more in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, the poopy pants.
Yeah.
I have an incel news story,
All right.
which got me onto writing bits about incels, which was that this incel in America tried to like bomb a cheerleading team, like at his school, because he was cranky that they were all beautiful women. None of them wanted to fuck him. So as he's made like this pipe bomb or like some sort of fucking Unabomber type of rigged bomb, and he's like gone to blow them up with it and blown his hand off, and just all the jokes were just like in trying to kill those girls, he blew up the only thing that would ever fuck him, which
Yeah.
was his hand.
Please, mate. That's
Yeah.
not making hand.
It was so good. Just justice.
Oh man, universal
karma
karmic
exists,
justice.
it's
It's
that.
great.
It's so good.
What a fucking loser.
Oh, dude.
That really was the Unabomber though. Ted Kaczynski.
Yeah.
Bit of a fucking loser.
Yeah, he was an incel. Do you know
Yeah.
what made him
He was.
fucked up? He did
A couple things.
yeah, a couple of things. But he did this it was like a Harvard, cuz he went to Harvard or Yale, one of the two. I might even be wrong about that. Anyway, so they're doing a study on him where he just had to sit in a room and someone had to just bully him for hours on end.
Is this like the Russian sleep experiment?
Not even that. It was literally just this one dude who just like, I wonder what'll happen if I just bully this person once a week for 2 years straight. And like while it was happening, he started like becoming a recluse and like eventually started sending mail bombs to people. But yeah,
That's followed my high school career. That's basically I was 6 years being bullied.
Well, he went to university early. He turned up there when he was like 16.
He was a bit of a savant.
Yeah, he's like a proper genius. So, which scares me when he's like, yeah, the fucking robots are going to take over. And I'm like, man, he's pretty smart. Like, he's definitely smarter than me.
Oh, the robots are taking over.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
We've all seen Terminator.
Well, not even that. Like Amazon. You look at what Amazon can do now with their robotics. And you're like, all right, they're quickly, like, putting people out of the job. Like, a courier job is, apart from having a driver's license and a good sense of direction, is a pretty, like easy job to get. And they're automating that even. So,
which isn't a problem if you have like a universal basic income. That isn't a problem.
Yeah.
The problem is that rich people are horrible and they don't want to share their money. So,
and you're made to feel like shit if you accept any handout from the government.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, fucking dole bludgers.
Which is what rich people do all the time.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like every tax return. It's like it's just them taking money.
All their franking credits. Yeah. And their loopholes and their investment houses and their negative.
Hey, I got an investment house, man. Come on.
There you go. You fucking rich person.
I'm the 1%, baby.
Not body fat.
Oh,
damn!
got him.
That was a cheap shot.
No, that was good.
That's good
low hanging fruit.
I like
my
that joke 'cause
stomach.
that's exactly what my brain was thinking.
Yeah.
You just got to the punch before me.
There we go.
On the draw.
But with universal basic income, right?
That's the table, Chad.
So everyone gets, let's just say they work it out and they're like, all right, you need $400 a week for rent, $150 per person per week for food, and then $50 a week for electricity, and they work it all out, right? And now everyone has, let's just say at the end of the week, everyone's got just $2,000 to just pay their basic bills.
I don't think that math adds up, but anyway.
I'm spitballing here, all right? We're not, obviously it doesn't add up, fuckhead. This can't.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
If I was... If I was running a store and I knew exactly how much everyone could spend, I would just set my prices in line with them.
Mitch's fucking dildo emporium.
Yeah.
But see,
where no one shops
that's
because
where
capitalism.
competition comes in.
Yeah.
And that's where you have to have more than one shop that does the same thing. So then the other guy will go, well, if I undercut him, I'm going to get all the business.
Yeah, there can't be a dildo monopoly.
You
Not
say,
like this
yeah,
room.
but we've
This
got...
room is a dildo monopoly.
Yeah,
There's
but
more dildos, but
what happens if there's only 3 stores?
There can't be. We can't all be dildos if it's a dildo monopoly. There's one dildo, and he's the only
it's an
dildo.
oligopoly.
okay, you're the dildo.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, no worries.
I'll
What is
do
it,
the
try-
You're the
Triopoly?
dildo. All right,
Yeah.
I'll hail the dildo. All right.
Yeah.
Good on you, Ethan.
So what happens if there's only really 3 stores that can sell and compete on the market?
Well, that's what we got now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we don't really.
It's Aldi, Coles, and
The
fucking
Aldi,
Woolworths.
Coles,
Yeah.
Woolies. Apparently,
Yeah.
I heard a stat that 70 cents in every dollar spent in Australia goes to Coles or Woolies.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
You can
So if
pay-
you've got that situation there, how does universal basic income work if inflation will just keep cutting that every year? So it'll eventually, what'll happen is inflation would skyrocket.
I mean, I'm not
you'd
an
assume
economist, but
so.
I'll look at it for you.
Mitch is an economist.
yeah.
Economist Mitch. The inflation.
The inflation.
Well, I know
Well,
inflation when there's too
breaks
much
in
money.
inflation. There's breaks. See,
Yeah.
they do it in Kuwait. In Kuwait, everyone gets 30 grand a year because of the oil.
Yeah,
Every person gets 30 grand a year. You can work
yeah,
or not work. It's up to you.
yeah.
Um,
They also have Chinese slaves.
in Kuwait, I'm not sure, but I don't know.
Yeah, No, it's like
Economist Mitch is
they'll bring people into the country to work on like fucking next to no money. So
yeah, because
like
no one else wants to do the work. So,
exactly, yeah,
but it's like you can't have what we have now, which is literally you're forced to work.
yeah, okay,
And so if you don't work, you're nothing.
But
yeah,
we do have,
But
at
then
least
you have
in
to do
Australia,
a shit
we
job
have.
you don't want to do
yeah,
just in order to make just enough money to live.
yeah.
How's that any way to live?
No, I'm not saying it's a good way to live, but I'm more putting up the argument that people put up against universal basic income, which I'm not against. In its actual like for what it should be, if you could turn around and say, "Yep, this is what people need to live,"
Yeah.
the problem is the government would have to fucking control everything.
Yeah, why not?
Well,
I don't trust the government, man. That's why.
well, exactly.
Fuck them gas.
Like, no, like if the government's in control of everything, then what happens if the government's shit? Which is what we see like right now. So you're looking at a right wing government in power right now, and you're going, I don't agree with them. What would happen if they're all in control then?
Well, you'd have to have something like an ICAC, for one, a federal one that
Yeah.
actually worked to keep them in line.
Yeah,
But basically, you just have to fundamentally reimagine society, which is not difficult because it's a construct anyway.
yeah,
This isn't the natural order of things. This thing was invented by a bunch of rich white dudes to benefit rich white dudes.
yeah. But if we look back at
But as a rich white dude,
yeah,
I have to say,
And essentially, this
pretty
system
damn good.
came out of effectively serfdom.
yeah,
So you are a serf working for your lord, and the
Yeah.
only choice you have is to go and work for another lord.
yeah,
Like, unless you're like ridiculously talented and you a sport or music or something like that, or you are you're canny, you're a lot of nous, and you could have your own business. But if not, you kind of
fucked.
yeah.
yeah. Like I said,
And then if you choose not to follow the system, then you're like the worst person in the whole world because you're a fucking bludger.
I don't buy into the fact that you're like, oh, you're a fucking bludger. But at the same time, it's kind of like, as long as you're working towards something, that's all I'm like. If you're working towards something, then fucking do what you want.
Yeah, but who can determine whether someone's work? Like, I was smoking a lot of weed and taking acid for a long time. I was working towards something, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
Psychosis.
It
Yeah.
wasn't in society's
Yeah.
definition of
Yeah,
what is
But
an attainable goal.
But
Yeah.
you see, it's all about your perception of what is a person that is on benefits, and for the most part, it's like women in their 50s.
Yeah,
They're the
okay.
fastest growing segment of the sort of pension population because no one wants to hire them because you only hire young people, and so they're on the dole. They can't get a job.
But I'm also facing the other side of the coin at the moment, being 28 years old or 29, just out of uni, and like some jobs I'll lose out on because I'm not a person of color or a woman in tech because they're hiring those people to fill specific quotas to say, look at us
Yeah.
as a company, we're all about Black Lives Matter or equality and shit like that. When it's like, oh, I understand that, like, people need those jobs. But if you're hiring someone purely based on the fact of, like, that's their skin color, that's... I hate using the term reverse racism. It's fucking stupid,
Yeah.
but it's kind of that.
So defense did exactly the same thing. So when I was in, there was like a drive for recruiting women, especially in a lot of the technical fields. So doing exactly what I was doing, swinging spanners, all of that shit. And they actually said and they openly admitted it. They're like, yeah, we want women. We don't want men. If a man and a woman are in the exact same position, which would never ever happen, they had the exact same qualifications, scores, and all of that, the woman would get promoted over the man.
Yeah.
And
which is what women have been suffering for fucking...
No, but
fucking ages.
at the same time, you're like, that kind of sounds fucked up. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
Like, but they're like, on paper, no one's ever going to be exactly the same, so it would never happen. But they openly admitted it, and the reason why is because they were trying to change the culture. So the culture of having like a section where there was 20 blokes and then there was one chick, and eventually she usually became socially isolated, and then moved on to different areas and stuff like that.
Yeah, you kind of need to like have an influx of
Yeah.
women all at once to like even it out a bit.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, from that aspect, if you, from the ground looking up, you're like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, it shouldn't be to do with gender at all. And then from the top looking down, they're like, no, actually, if we've got a culture problem, the only way to combat that is actually to be sort of sexist in the opposite way.
Yeah. I can see that sort of happening with like all women comedy nights.
Yeah.
To bring it back to fucking comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care what you have in your pants. If you're funny, you're funny.
Yeah.
But I might not find something funny that women would find funny if it was a female comedian.
Yeah.
Like if there's like, and we do the same thing. We joke about dicks and farts and what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
And other dudes find that funny. Girls will joke about like periods, vaginas, shit like that. They're going to find that topic more funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to find it because I'm not going to relate to it.
Yeah.
But
it's not for you.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
And to just go out and say that like all women aren't funny is as stupid as saying like, as a woman saying all men aren't funny as a woman.
Or that one is funnier than the other based off their sex.
Yeah.
Which is bananas. Like that is bananas to me. Like, I see an all-female comedy show and I'm like, I feel like you're missing out on exactly the same thing that an all-male comedy show would be missing if they wouldn't hire females.
Yeah.
I feel like I see where they're going from it, and from one aspect, I do agree. Like,
it's like that
they
thing in the Air Force where they're trying to like push it heaps forward to change the culture.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
And I don't necessarily agree with it in practice.
As a man who wants to get booked.
Well, yeah. No, but like, I'm like, okay, if you're putting together a show, and you're genuinely thinking about the best for the show, you want the best comics on there. And sometimes the best comic is a female, and sometimes the best comic is a male. But at the same time, they're also catering to a market. Yeah. So they're specifically running a female-only show. And the market that they're catering to is different to the people who would probably not go see that.
Yeah,
Me.
Well, it's mostly all females.
Yeah.
That are going to go to that show.
Yeah.
I've been to those shows though.
Yeah.
And had a good time.
Yeah. Like,
but
they're not.
It depends on who the comic is.
Exactly.
That's on there and whether I like them or not.
So
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. There's an all-female show going at the moment. And I think it's got Sarah Gould. Who else?
I don't know.
I can't remember. There's a female, like, it's all females. It's Yeah, the Girls, it's called.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, sort of like a middle finger. To me, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like giving the middle finger to the Yeah, the Boys movement, all that shit. Like,
yeah, but I don't like Yeah, the Boys as much as I don't like Yeah, the Girls.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, that's just...
fucking, it's dumb.
What's Yeah, the Boys?
Yeah, the Boys is like a yobbo type of saying of like...
Yeah, like Saturdays for the boys. Yeah, boys.
Yeah, the boys. Yeah, like that type.
It always sounded like a little bit homoerotic.
It's very macho, like, type of thing.
Yeah, I don't.
But Yeah, the Girls is very feminist
identify with that
type of thing.
So,
like, I don't have as like. Do you have an issue with Yeah, the Boys as much as you do with like Yeah, the Girls?
I don't give a fuck about either of them.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But there's also the other side of the coin. What would we look like if we said, Yeah, the Boys tour, and it was all male crowd, and we were just catering to the fact that we're men?
That's fine. You can do that, 100%. If you want to do that, you're going to draw a specific type of audience.
Yeah,
it depends.
Fucking
that's
knobs.
Do you reckon it would be seen, like, certainly negatively?
No, I don't think so.
You reckon?
Yeah, I reckon you could get away with doing that quite easily.
Yeah, I don't think you could. I reckon you would get people who would go to that show specifically to pick a fight with someone who may be sexist.
What, like women are going to turn up to a Yeah, the Boys show and pick a fight?
Not just women, like men. Men would do that too. Like, yeah, I'm going to fucking go down there and show them what's what. And
Maybe.
Like, yeah.
I think you have the same chance of that happening as being heckled or whatever at an all-female comedy show. Of like having another woman go down there and say, look, this is sexist. Or a dude going down there and saying, this is sexist. Like, you're going to have some fuckwit at either show, maybe. But it's probably not a high possibility if you do it.
I don't know. I feel that's my opinion on it.
I think
Yeah.
it's. I don't have a problem with it. I think that promoting women in comedy is good because you want to have as diverse, like you've got a diverse audience, and you know if you have a diverse range of perspectives, then it's probably going to be a better night for everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for women and men. If
Yeah.
there's gay people and straight people, if there's a performer up there that they can identify with, then they're going to have a better night. There is just white dude after white dude after white dude after white dude. I mean, it's a very narrow perspective.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I was sort of having a chat about this. Of course, because we live in a patriarchy, our viewpoint is very much from the male perspective because that's all there ever was.
Yeah.
And I think we need to broaden that.
Yeah.
You've got to remember, more than 50% of the population are women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a big market
100. Yeah. Yeah.
that is hitherto been fairly untapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, you know...
I wish I was popular with women.
I can't see that happening, Chan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might get them with the dildos out of rocks joke,
Yeah.
but everything else.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I have a fairly... I would like to have a more broad appeal, so...
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a smart way to be.
I'm only appealing to yobbos and bogans. They're my people.
Well, you can play to that demographic if you want to.
Yeah.
Is
But
that
someone
right,
might
Phil?
also throw a glass at me for some of the things I say on stage. So,
I mean, you can't keep everyone happy.
yeah.
Even
That's
if you
true.
are trying to play to everyone,
Yeah.
someone's going to take offense
Yeah.
to something that you've said.
Well, I think it comes down to that at the end of the day. It's if someone's genuinely just having a go, and then it should be okay. Everything should be okay.
I mean, the way I see it is we should be punching up and not punching down.
Yeah.
So if you are punching up, anyone who takes offense to what you're saying is one of the people up there. So who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've heard that rule,
People. Yeah.
No.
I don't. Yeah.
but I don't 100% agree with it because sometimes it's just funny to make fun of someone
Funny's
that's
funny.
below you. And if
Yeah.
it's you know,
Well. Yeah.
but it's so hard to walk that line. Like you can easily hurt someone.
Making fat jokes.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
they're,
yeah.
They're great.
Yeah. Fat jokes are fucking funny, and we made like heaps today, and it's okay because I'm okay with it. And you're like, oh yeah, we're all
But
having
see,
fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
You know, and I did apologise, but the fact of
Pussy.
the matter is, it's like if you're making fat jokes, that's okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Ah, yes. The whole if you're that, then you can make jokes about it
Yeah.
thing. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that either. Because I think that like
See what I mean? You've got to meet a demographic to joke about the demographic. And
Yeah.
and it stops becoming like the conversation's no longer about what's funny. It's about who you are.
yeah, exactly.
And yeah, it takes away from comedy.
But I think what you got to strive for is like a universal truth about being human
Yeah.
and how much it sucks to be a person.
Jesus.
It does.
Yeah.
Life is
Yeah.
not easy. It's hard,
Yeah.
and we are all the same.
Yeah.
We're all suffering
Yeah.
through this life.
Exactly. We're
And
like
so
we
if
all are. Yeah.
Literally, we're just trying to say, hey, this is what's funny about the shit existence we're forced to endure. And
Yeah.
then other people who are in that same thing go, oh, fuck yeah, that does suck.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what you should be striving towards is like genuinely trying to make everyone like happy. But also, you need to also realize that if someone says something that you don't particularly agree with or you don't like, they're not a bad person. Overall,
Yes, you are. You're a bad person.
I'm a bad
Terrible
person.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
I remember it was
But
a
like if you
French
just
philosopher.
if
who
you're just
said,
trying to
I
make...
may not agree with what you say, but I defend to your death, the death your right to say it.
Yeah.
And that famous quote is also like, what's the other one? It's like half the quote, and like the other half
Completely goes against it.
not really, but it's like, in your ability to like make a fool of yourself in doing so, I guess, is
much.
like the full
Yeah.
part
Yeah.
of that.
And
Yeah.
that's, like, I mean, you can literally, we don't have freedom of speech in this country, but you could literally say whatever you want to say, but then you've got to accept the consequences of you saying it.
Okay.
You can't say something that's really rank and then go, but it's just a joke. And you got to grow up and deal with it. No, they don't have to. Like, people have a right to have a reaction to what you say.
Yeah. But do you think words, like... So what you see is people will make a joke and people won't find it necessarily funny.
Some people.
Some people. Okay.
I find fuck shit really funny.
Yeah. And then the people who, like, their 5 minutes was just ruined by hearing that joke. They're like, now the next 5 minutes of my life are not as good as they once were.
Right.
Now that person should lose everything. They lose their career, fuck them, like their house, they can't work again, we cancel them, you can't find them on the internet anymore.
Yeah, that shouldn't be the case, but it should be that if you don't like something, don't fucking support it.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that.
True.
Don't listen to it. And if enough people do that, then that thing that you don't like won't continue to exist. And I guess if you put it out there that like, hey, I don't like this thing, and a lot of people agree with you, and then someone gets cancelled because of that, well, then that's doing exactly that.
That's market forces.
Yeah. But
Do you
I don't
think it's actual market forces when, like, you are literally, these companies are literally just playing to their fucking advertisers?
No, the problem is when there's a vocal minority of people, like with the Louis C.K. thing. Like, a lot of fucking people love Louis C.K., but a small minority had a big fucking problem with him with what he did, and then he fucking lost a lot of money because of that.
Yeah.
But
what he did was not cool.
No, but like you were saying, like there's consequences to your actions. So,
yeah. But you're saying like consequences like to your words, and that's for me personally, I find that very dangerous. I don't think there should be consequences for your words. I think you can certainly say things, and your intention needs to be behind the words.
It depends on what your words are.
Yeah.
Like, if your words are the words of
I think
like
it depends on the
Hitler,
intention. No, it's the intention behind the words.
Yeah.
It's the context in which you say it. You can say a fucked up thing on stage and it bombs and you acknowledge it, and then someone comes up to you after the show and they're like, hey man, that was a pretty fucked up thing to say, and you go, yeah, I know. Look, I was trying to be edgy. Like, I was trying to get a laugh. And yeah, it is what it is. I won't perform the joke anymore. But then, like, if you turned around to that comic and you're like, hey man, you can't come back anymore. And like, it was like, I was just trying to have a joke. And they're like, nah, yeah, but consequences, man. You see what I mean? Like, you should be free to express yourself, especially in jokes. And if it doesn't land, it doesn't land.
Zero best not to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's my stance on it, though. I'm, like, very liberal in the fact that I'm like, you should be free to say whatever the fuck you want. And if you make a joke, then you open the doors for pretty much all jokes. That's my understanding of it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not how I feel, but
yeah,
you know, we are equally entitled to have our opinions.
Yeah.
I say opinions like ourselves. Everyone's got one.
Yeah.
That's the old South Park thing. Either all of it's okay or none of it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'm not so much of it. It's all okay no matter what you do. Like, I can get up on stage and scream the N-word a bunch of times. I should probably not go back to comedy if I do that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, is that okay? I don't know. Like, to me, if I saw that performance, it'd be memorable. I'd fucking be one I wouldn't forget. But I don't see that act going anywhere or like getting any traction.
But what's the intention there? Are they genuinely trying to be funny there?
They're just trying to troll. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just...
So that's the intention behind it. They're getting up there to fucking get a reaction out of people and make them upset.
Yeah.
Like,
but should that person then be told just don't come back?
Is that just lazy then?
Yeah.
Well, all right, I would be like, hey man, don't do that again. And if they're like, I'm gonna do it again, then you'd be like, you're just a fuckwit. Leave. Like, don't come back. But at the same time, it's like, man, I tried something, and I was really hoping it'd work, and it was like, and you're like, yeah, whatever. Like,
I think you could probably say if that's what you were intending to do was to go up and shout that word over and over again, you'd probably have to have a pretty good idea of how it would go.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't go very well.
you'd say so. Yeah. Yeah.
So then if you still continue to do it, you're probably a racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you have absolutely no, no empathy,
Yeah.
you know, of how other people would feel who are systemically, you know, had the system against them for centuries,
Yeah.
then yeah, maybe you shouldn't be getting on stage at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just, the empathy, you say that and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And then you don't see any empathy online. When like people attack people, it's like they attack them worse than what the person did in a lot of instances. So someone like,
Can happen, yeah.
yeah,
I guess.
like,
Wishing death upon people because they've told a joke.
yeah, like Ari Shafir, like how many people wanted to fucking get him murdered?
After the Kobe thing.
Yeah, after the Kobe thing.
Yeah, he made a joke
Like-
about Kobe's helicopter crashing.
He said it was good that it happened because he was a rapist, which he was. So you're like, oh, well, I've said in the past all rapists should die. So he's kind of preaching to me a little bit. But at the same time, everyone's like, no, he's fucking, like his daughter was on the helicopter. And he's like, I wasn't talking about his daughter.
Yeah.
I was talking about him.
If it
But-
was just him, then you might go, yeah, you know, good riddance. He's obviously not a very nice person, and he's damaged someone else's life irreparably for the rest
There was
of
7
their
other
life.
people on the helicopter.
Yeah, it's sound like if he was flying solo, you'd be like, okay, you know, whatever. But you can't then go, oh yeah, he's great, he's fucking dead, because then there are other people who didn't rape people who are dead, and that's not cool.
Yeah. But you can joke about those people.
You can do it, like I said,
You do whatever
you
the
can do
fuck
whatever
you
you
want.
want. It's just you got to be prepared to accept the consequences.
Yeah. But what are the consequences?
I don't know. Fucking.
And do those people, censorship, or worse, you lose your job.
Yeah.
And you're saying, oh, that person needs to eat. Like they need
They're
an
still
income.
gonna eat. They're just gonna have to do a different fucking job.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I think
there's
it's
plenty of
just-
places you can be a fucking racist asshole and still be
Yeah.
perfectly employed.
Yeah, it's just the censoring speech is exactly what the fascists did back in the 40s. So I don't understand how we said it was bad back then, but now it's okay.
What speech did they censor and which speech did they not censor? Because they did not censor
Whatever they perceived.
radical racism and anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
Anti-Semitism.
No.
They said that was fine, but if you said Hitler's a dickhead, then you went to the concentration camp
Yeah,
as a political prisoner.
yeah,
Well, if you're now saying you can't say things that are offensive to people and hurt people,
yeah,
I don't think you can draw
Well, generally, what seems to go along is that whoever's in power at the time gets to say what's right or what's wrong
yeah,
to say. And if you're in opposition to that, then you run the risk of being censored.
yeah,
The same as like Lenny Bruce or like Frank Zappa, like all those people that are like counterculture sort of figures
Yeah.
in that time are like going against the grain. And whether or not you can work your way through that and be an artist and do what
Yeah.
you want to do and find the people that are going to like the thing that you're doing,
yeah.
or you just spouting off shit that nobody likes, and,
Which is exactly what I'm doing.
and you're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
There's a song by a band called Chisholm. So
Yeah.
you deserve the audience that you get.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know, like, yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
I would hate to think that I'd said something that really hurt someone.
You don't want to walk people at the end of the day. Like you, to an extent, like you have to have artistic integrity and not just bow out to what people want you to be, because then you're like a corporate shill and it's
Yeah.
sellout. But you, like, I was listening to Bill Burr's podcast the other day on the drive to work, and he was saying that like he was doing stand up to like a bunch of people in cars, and he just wasn't on point, and he like walked two of the cars, like just drove off in the middle of his set. He was like, it was awful. And he's like, and then I sort of figured it out, and then the next night, because he didn't know what he wanted to do, he hadn't done stand up in a while, and he basically bombed. He just went on like a tirade about women, like hating women or some shit to begin with, which is what he usually does. But he does it in a funny way, and there's points to what he's saying and shit, and the way he in his delivery that that's his thing. But the next night he like figured it out, and he killed, and everyone went home happy. And he's like, but that first night he's like, I don't like walking people. Like I don't get anything out of those people leaving and going, that guy's a dick.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't further your career.
No.
That doesn't do anything for you apart from learning the lesson that, like, oh, that was bad. And maybe I shouldn't do that again. Like, every time I bomb, I'm like, oh, that was awful. That thing.
You learn a lot from it.
Yeah.
You learn the most from your bombs.
You grow very quickly as a person if you're going to get up on stage and start spewing your fucking opinions in front of a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes that crowd will be fucking on your side because you're at a certain place, like the fucking boat rollers, and you're like, I'm fucking doing well here.
Yeah, I'm speaking to my people.
These are my people. So it's like, and there's a huge amount of those people out there. And you can just keep doing the thing that you're doing, and if you market it enough and spread it enough, you'll attract that crowd. But you get the crowd that you deserve. Yeah. Do you like those people? Well, they're the people you want to hang around. It's like, for me, no.
For me, yes.
Yeah, for you, yes. But for me, I'm like, oh, the fucking, I don't, I get along with them fine. I try and get along with everyone and see their side of things. But I wouldn't want them as my crowd. Like, if that was my act, I wouldn't want, like, a Yeah the Boys tour where it's just, like, all men that turn up and they're all fucking wearing singlets and couldn't fucking deal with that.
Yeah.
That's not the crowd I want to do.
I don't think Yeah the Boys works either. That the all male thing.
Yeah.
I think you should have just people who are funny.
Yeah.
I think funny is what talks.
So there's a couple of comedians out there that have that sort of crowd. Like that's what they draw on Facebook, and they could do a Yeah the Boys tour.
Yeah.
And it would be very fucking successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much more than a Yeah the Girls tour.
Yeah.
I would think.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think there's that big of an audience for comedy for females yet, but it needs to keep growing.
Like, I mean, if you look at this, how many female comics there are getting around in Newcastle versus how many men there are, like, oh man,
that's not good.
It's pretty heavily fucking favored. And then when I see some of the comics that I really enjoy watching and like what they say, like Loz's set, it's a funny take, and she's talking about like her sex, like her being a lesbian and stuff like that, and like poking fun at it and stuff like that. And I'm like, if we only had one specific like demographic performing comedy, I'd never get to see that. Yeah. So,
but the same way, you wouldn't want just all Loz Buttons,
no, exactly,
all lesbians, doing comedy.
No, you need a broad range of people,
which would be fine. Don't get me wrong, would be fine for like every sort of night or so if it's a specific event, like it's a queer comedy night and everyone's turning up for that. Like that's going to work, but if that's all that was available for everyone all the time, I could see how that'd get pretty fucking.
Well, that's what I said. I mean, if you have a wide range of perspectives, points of view, for so if it was specifically a queer night, then jokes about their culture will resonate with them, which might not resonate with straight people. But then that comedy's not for them. But if you can do it in a funny way, then you can make it work for everyone. That's what you're sort of looking for.
If you can be that comic that can slip in.
You're going to be resonating with different parts of the crowd. And if you're just a funny person, otherwise, people are going to laugh at what you say.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any hesitation of going to like a queer comedy night and performing the stuff that I do, because some of it touches on like bisexuality and things like that. But I just don't know whether that type of crowd would be like open to some of my other jokes.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to like tone down on some shit.
Yeah, like stop using the word tranny.
Yeah, potentially. Still stick by that joke. I had a good point. But I have learned after bombing, tell them that.
Yeah,
And it's never really bombed that hard.
No.
It's just, it wasn't a great joke. That's my gripe with it.
Yeah.
It just sucked. The writing sucked. It was like one of the first things I wrote.
Yeah.
It's shit.
Yeah.
Didn't have a punchline.
No. But you don't deserve to be cancelled for it.
No.
No.
And that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, your joke probably did hurt some people, you would say. On some level, yes.
Yeah.
But it was like, you're trying stuff out. You're an open micer. Who cares? Like,
Well, it came from a place of truth as well, which is like, well, that's my truth.
yeah.
Like I'll defend to the death a joke that I do about something in my life.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
that's
joking
true.
about beating up transvestites is fine for you because it's in your life. It's what you do. You beat them up, you throw them downstairs, you murder them.
I'd like to go on the record to say that I have never beaten up a person who is trans, physically or verbally.
The look on your face just then was one of just like, what have I gotten myself into?
We got deep.
I had to bring us out. It was a conversation about socioeconomics and race and fucking all of that shit. And
We
we're
went
just
everywhere
like,
today. Yeah. It's good. I feel like we've fucking got the meat off that bone.
Oh man.
Jesus.
After it, I've got some meat on my bone now.
I'm
feeling hot and heavy.
You're erect after that conversation?
No, I just really got to shit.
Oh, okay. We'll go do that.
Nah, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.
I ate KFC. I'm not shitting for 3 days.
Let's wrap this up because this has been going for fucking ages.
I know. It's been a whole thing.
Do you want this going out there, Chad?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not.
No. I reckon about up until the hour mark we're pretty on track, and then we got a bit off track.
I think we may have,
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good to get it all out there.
I liked our conversation. I thought we were having fun.
Yeah.
I was having fun.
Yeah.
Then we made Chad uncomfortable when I told him about your hobby of beating up transsexuals.
Just
He still doesn't
to go
know
on the
we're
record
joking.
again. I have never. No. I would like to apologise to the listeners for this episode. I'd like to apologise for Mitchell, and I'd like to apologise to the young daughters at the Kahaba
Yeah.
RSL.
Don't. Like, I fucking hated myself after that set.
Yeah.
Okay. But I had to do it. You have to do it. You
have
can't not
to
do
do
it.
You
You
have to
can't not do it.
We're addicted to comedy.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Chad.
No worries. Thank you very much for having me.
No worries, man.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully we've recorded this one properly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Good to see you again, Mitch.
Yeah.
For your weekly therapy session.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
good.
Got some things
I had
off your
real
chest.
therapy. I had real therapy on the weekend as well. We're working through my anger issues at the moment.
He's a mixed bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bye. I love you, Mark.